Use the arrow keys to browse pages. The knives are well and truly out for pretty much everyone involved. At Manchester United today after their shock defeat to Sevilla in last night's Champions League clash at Old Trafford. And yet, no one has really taken more flack for the result than manager Jose Mourinho, who has, in fairness, put together an expensively assembled squad that continues to go missing in the most important games. More, Manchester United star orders his agent to get him a transfer away after Sevilla embarrassment. That said, Mourinho could also have done with more from a number of his players over both legs, particularly last night in front of their own fans with the quarter-finals of the Champions League within touching distance. Here's our pick of the 5 players who are most at fault for United in this disastrous result that puts their season on the brink. Alexis Sanchez, a player attracting plenty of criticism, so an easy place to start. What on earth has happened to Alexis Sanchez? The Chile international had perhaps his worst game in a United shirt last night, but that's not even saying much given how much he's struggled since his move from Arsenal in January. Alexis Sanchez lost the ball 42 times versus Sevilla, more than any player in the Champions League all season. Stick to the piano, mate. Pic.twitter.com/YoelVijuric. Caught offside. At Caught Offside, March 14, 2018. United didn't go all out to beat Manchester City to his signature for him to disappear in important Champions League games, so how much longer will he continue to be given Mourinho's trust in matches? Based on this evidence, it shouldn't be very much longer as he kept the likes of Juan Mata and Anthony Martial on the bench at Old Trafford. Romelu Lukaku, he may have scored a decent goal at 2-0 down, but by that point, all hope had gone and the Belgian failed to deliver when it really mattered. Romelu Lukaku missed a big chance for Manchester United versus Sevilla. Lukaku has certainly divided opinion in his first season at United, with a fine start followed by a long goal drought and then a mild resurgence recently. Still, the 24-year-old missed a great opportunity from inside the area shortly before Wissam Ben Yedder went down the other end and made it 1-0. When you spend as much as United did on a striker, you want him finishing the straightforward chances in games like this. That he failed to find his composure at the crucial moment will raise questions over his big game mentality once again. Paul Pogba, while he cannot take too much criticism overall as he was benched for both legs, Paul Pogba showed in one important moment why he might not entirely have the trust of his manager at this stage. As you can see in the stills below, the Frenchman made little attempt to even pretend he was tracking back as Sevilla broke forward to score their opening goal. Paul Pogba's starting position as Sevilla start their attack. Paul Pogba makes a brief dash to get back but has already been badly exposed, at which point it's too late and Paul Pogba basically gives up seconds before it's 1-0. We know Pogba is not an out-and-out defensive midfielder, but at this level the protection afforded to United's defense is inexcusable as Sevilla found themselves in acres of space late in the game. Use the arrow keys to browse pages. More stories. Alexis Sanchez, Jesse Lingard, Nemanja Matic, Paul Pogba, Romelu Lukaku.